something.
Is it really like bad?
I mean, it's not my favorite sound
Okay.
in the world. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I got two left. Maybe I can eat them during the theme song.
Hit my music!
Wait, how does that go again?
Hit my little music!
Oh my god! So random. Oh my god! So random.
What's up, everyone? It is the special fancy New Year's Eve tradition, as everyone
Mm-hmm.
knows that you are to dress up. We are doing that here tonight on the show on OMG So Random Hehe, which we are called.
That's right. It's the big finale for the year. Of course, that was Brian. I'm Dirk, and this is aside from Kermis, which we had. Simply, I was having a wonderful Kermis time. Had a great one. This is a big time of year too. So this one time of year, normally we both broadcast in not but our threadbare skivvies.
Right.
But tonight it's black tie only.
Mm-hmm.
So we're in full tuxedos, and mine is actually made from a shimmery gold fabric.
Yes, it is, and it looks wonderful.
Thank you so much. Thank you, big man. I also, in reference of this year, because quite a lot happened with the show and in actual life, to just represent that, I'm wearing both very heavy chains and the most delicate jewelry
Right.
upon me neck.
Right. Well, my thing here is I learned how to dress up at a young age. Okay, how to dress up fancifully, if I may say so myself.
Hmm.
My father, he gave me a piece of advice back when I was playing baseball. I was a baseball player. He said, "The better you look, the better you play."
Oh, wow.
So, right. So I would, get my hair all fancy. I'd put on some beautiful diamonds and jewels. Right?
Wow.
I'd be wearing very heavy diamond earrings, and my ears aren't even pierced, so it would cause a lot of very serious problems for my lobes.
But you looked great.
I looked great, and I played great, and as you can see by looking at me, I pretty much look exactly like Queen Elizabeth, with
You
all
really
these
do.
beautiful jewels that are upon me body. Upon me body from the head to the toe.
It's really kind of hard to look at you because you are reflecting so much light right now that
Right. You
I'm
need shades,
blinded. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Just the radiance of my jewels and diamonds, and they're
Yes.
just so sparkly and pretty. And I'm also on my head for some reason. It's wrapped around, as you can see, right?
Oh, of
You can
course,
see
yeah.
my hair, which I hadn't mentioned till now. But I'm wearing for some reason like a nun thing, but I have it tied back in a cool style.
Okay. So you're not
But
like
I'm
a
also
regular nun, you're a cool
no
nun.
cool nun. I'm a
Yeah.
cool nun.
So you're really a lot like Whoopi Goldberg in Sister Act and Sister Act 2.
Right, pretty much exactly.
Yeah.
Except for many more jewels and diamonds.
Yes, precious gemstones and diamonds and jewels upon your body from the head to the toe. Speaking of gemstones, I wanted to bring something up really quick. So, we went into a fancy department store the day after Christmas.
Oh, of course, which is what you have to do as an American. That's your
Yes.
rights.
Yes.
Get out there. It's the day after Christmas.
Let me in.
Yes.
Open up. 6
We-
a.m. day after Christmas. Let me in. This is America.
We really did that. We stood outside
Thank you.
the fancy department store doors, and we used that voice. It was 6 in the morning, and we said, "It is our right as American citizens to be in this building right now."
Mm-hmm.
And so
Good.
they let us in.
That's one of our last great traditions, and the libs are trying to take away Black Friday.
Yeah, there's been a total war on Black Friday. There's been a war on Christmas. The libs have taken it all away, but they are too weak. They haven't figured out how to do it yet. They've not taken away the day after Christmas sales.
Right. Boxing
So-
Day, they call it around here, too. Do you have that?
No, we are far enough away from Canada that,
Mm-hmm.
I see it on Twitter, but no one around here, I think, even knows what it is.
Yeah.
So,
So it's just simply the day after Christmas. Okay.
yeah, it's simply the day after Christmas. And so
And
we
all
were
through the house, not a creature was stirring.
yes,
Not even a purse.
not even a purse,
It didn't rhyme, but
not even a Michael Kors purse. I did try to look for a lovely men's purse for myself, but I didn't
Oh, good.
see. I didn't see any that
Mm.
really struck my fancy, tickled my fancy.
Mm-mm. Mhm.
But I did see something that most certainly did. It was in a display case,
Mhm.
and I think we've talked about these before, and it's so hard to pronounce, but I'm going to try. The Swarovski crystals.
Yeah, I think you got it. Swarovski. Yeah.
Okay. They had a display case full of them.
Wow.
Beautiful, delicate Swarovski crystal
Shiny,
flowers.
blinding. Could you even look at it though? Like it was probably hard to look at it.
It was a little hard to look at. It wasn't nearly as hard to look at as you are right now,
Right. Mhm.
but it was pretty hard. But
Let me tell you, this ain't Swarovski, baby. Okay, this
No.
is the next level up. This is what
It's called De
Princess,
Beers Sweaty. Ever heard of it?
yeah. Right.
So in the display case, though, I saw something that maybe it may be a miracle. I don't know. It was
Hang on.
Yeah.
You may have seen your miracle may have happened.
my miracle may have happened. So what I saw in the display case was a Swarovski crystal flounder.
No.
Yes.
Flounder like Flounder from The Little Mermaid.
Yes. Yes.
Like Flounder of the world famous Flounder Miracle, where
Yes.
they're now erecting state history signs out in front of the house where it happened.
Yes, that is exactly right.
That is it. Unbelievable.
Yeah. The beautiful gemstone flounder. And I nearly bought it.
That's your miracle. That how else can you explain, of all things to see in this day and age?
Mm-hmm.
How could it be flounder? Like Flounder is not in the public consciousness really anymore. I mean, maybe for
Only
some nostalgic
90s
people.
babies.
Right. Only 90s babies will get this precious stone. Stone?
Yeah, well, it was
Gem?
it was like a series of stones fused together to make this
Wow.
miraculous flounder. And it
Stone Puri?
it was like, are you saying like potpourri? But
Yes, of stone. Yes,
Yeah,
Stone
okay.
Puri.
okay,
Yeah.
that's what I just wanted to make sure that I was
Yeah.
on the same page as you. Yes.
Yes.
And it was also very fragrant, like potpourri. So yes, I could smell it through the glass. But I did not purchase it that day.
Why? Like, why?
Because I had a little sticker shock. It was very expensive.
The flounder. Okay, they've probably been hanging on to that thing since 19. When did the movie come out? 88.
88 or
That's
89 probably, yeah.
That's got to be on sale by now. They haven't moved it yet.
No. it was still almost $200. So, but then I thought
Those must have been some beautiful gemstones.
they were gorgeous gemstones. Right next to it, they also had a Buzz Lightyear, a crystal Buzz Lightyear, but who cares about that? Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah,
It's
fuck
Flounder. Flounder's the thing.
Yeah, that's the flounder miracle.
So then I was thinking, we do socialisms all the time with Patreon, right?
Right. Constantly.
So, yeah, we're in a constant state of doing socialisms with Patreon because our sweeties give us money every month to do our silly little radio show. And usually that money goes to paying for the hosting for our podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe I should just not pay for the podcast hosting and just do socialisms and buy the crystal flounder.
Now
with
that's the real
Patreon
flounder
money.
miracle.
Yeah.
That is the real flounder miracle right there. Committing grand theft larceny.
Is it larceny though?
No, I don't know. I like to throw around those words, but I know what none of them mean. Like the official sounding ones, no clue. No clue about any of them.
Well,
And the second degree, like no clue what the fuck that means. No idea. That's larceny in the second degree, my friend.
that sounds
I
pretty serious.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Like, I feel like there's a person that's like that, though, that would say that. Like, you would see them at a bar, and, like, you would be thinking about getting, like, a quarter that fell out of, like, the jukebox, and he'd be like, hey,
That's larceny in the second degree, my friend.
Yeah, exactly.
because he just needs to show off that he's a lawyer, I
Yeah.
think is what's happening.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Lawyer up, right?
He knows the law, baby. Okay,
Pete
I'm sorry.
Pete Dot Owens is very upset because he didn't know his sweetie money was going to socialisms.
Well, that's how we get you. That's how they all get you. All the
Mhm.
socialisms, you just never know. And next thing you know, it's oops, I'm doing the socialisms.
Yep. Oops, I'm doing socialisms.
I gave you my money, and then you did socialisms. Ooh, baby, baby. Now I don't have no money, and I wish that I did. I don't want to do socialisms.
Mm. That's what Britney
I'm out of
Spears was
control
really singing
tonight.
about. Yeah, you are kind of in piss pop
right?
mode,
I
aren't
am.
you?
It's a different level than piss pot mode. It's something else, and I don't know what it is. But I'm doing the thing where I won't let you tell your stories that you're trying to do. Like you'll be telling it, and then I go, but what about poo and dip shits? I don't even know. Just like the dumbest fucking thing. Like you say a word, and I'm like, oh, did you say blam togie? Like it's just, like I'm very sorry that I'm doing that.
It's okay. That is the energy that we need. It's the end of year energy. This
Is that how we want to close the year?
frantic and manic. Yes, that is,
Okay.
and just desperate to get out
And-
any thought.
Insane, self-centered year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2021, looking out for number one, right? And sometimes that means just talking. So I'm fine with it.
Okay, that's good to know.
But yeah, this is such a special time of year. This is actually going to come out for our regular podcast listeners. This is going to come out on New Year's Eve.
That was
That's the
You know,
official sound of Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve, right?
right. Yeah. Oh, of course.
Don't you love that they still call it Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve, even though he's been dead for years?
Yeah, and I would think that there's probably a lot of people that watch it at this point that have no idea who Dick Clark is.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. So,
But may his memory live on.
well, my heart will go on for Dick Clark forever.
That's right.
So
Near, far, wherever he is, really.
that's right, wherever.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw the new Spider-Man movie over Kermis on Kermis Day.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and it was not a great experience. So my little brother, he's 11 years younger than me.
Okay.
He told me and my fiance at Christmas dinner that he saw it on opening day, he loved it, and that he cried 4 times in the movie. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
So
was
he's
thinking, oh wow, this is gonna be like a very emotional movie.
yeah. Would he consider himself a Spider-Man? Is that
He
like the fans? They call themselves Spider-Mans.
Oh yeah, he's a big time
Okay.
Spider-Man,
Okay.
big time Marvel stan.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Like Stan Lee. Um,
Yes.
yes, all of my yas to this. So he was really talking it up, and of course people have been like really giving positive reviews to it. So we were excited about it. We went. First off, the theater that we were in was at least 80 degrees. It was
Oh no.
so hot in there.
That's a
Um,
recipe for nights.
yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah, 100%. I did go night night betwixt my future mother-in-law and my fiance, and I even started snoring a little bit. So I did a little snoozy in Spider-Man, and it was like right at the end. So this movie is like almost 3 hours long, and
3 hours of Spider-Man?
yeah, it's like 2.5-ish hours of Spider-Man, and I fell asleep during the big battle at the end.
This bores me.
So it was,
You lasted 3 hours and then it's the climax. This bores me.
and that's exactly what I said after I woke up.
Yeah.
I said it like an aristocrat.
Right.
And then on top of all of that, you know how you go to a movie theater and when the lights come down, they have those little like lights that light your way down the aisle.
Yeah.
Those lights were flashing on and off the entire time we were in the
What?
movie. It was so bad.
That would drive me insane.
Yeah, and apparently it drove me to sleep. So
It hypnotized you into sleep.
yeah. But I'm a pretty emotional person. I did not cry once. I didn't feel sad
No?
about anything. No.
No.
And obviously, like, I wasn't that thrilled by it because I fell
Fell
asleep.
asleep. Right.
So, yeah, that was not great.
Would you give it a chance again outside of a strobe light theater that was 85 degrees?
I would
Or
go,
do you think that didn't play it into it at all and you just know it wasn't your thing?
I think it's a mix of both. I'm not like a huge superhero movie fan.
Yeah, me neither.
It's
They're
just
like okay.
yeah.
It's like okay, yeah.
Like I'll go see them or whatever. Like
Yeah.
I do want to see the new Batman with Robert Pattinson, but it's mostly because Robert Pattinson's in it. It's not I don't really give a shit about Batman. Um, but like the Marvel stuff, I'll see it, if people want to go see it, but not like Star Wars. That's what I really like. But
That's your big one?
that's my big one. But I don't know. It was okay. I would maybe see it again. Maybe when I felt more awake and I wasn't in a hot theater with strobe lights. But it was okay. I mean, I don't think it was the worst movie I've ever seen, but I didn't really enjoy it either.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I'm not interested. I don't think I'll see it.
Yeah.
I don't really remember the last time I saw one of the superhero ones.
Yeah.
I know I did see one of the Spider-Mans at a drive-in, and like I remember having fun, but I think it was maybe just the fact that it was at a drive-in because
Oh yeah.
I always really liked drive-ins, like going to the drive-in. So it's like I'm pretty much like looking around like a dog going for a ride in the car the whole time, you know.
Yeah.
So it's not even like the movie. I'm just like, huh, I'm so happy I'm here. and like just looking at the sky. Like I don't even know, just everything.
Oh yeah. The drive-in movies are so good though. I love a drive-in.
Yeah, yeah. It's good to like go and like bring like a chair or like a blanket and sit outside of the car if you can.
See,
That can be fun.
we have an SUV and I love just laying the
Yeah.
seats down because it's like private box, you know.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's good.
Yeah, you can have like a little air mattress in the back and your blankies and your pillies
Mm-hmm.
and you can just get all snuggled up and you have your
Yes.
snacks and you can just like fully lay down and enjoy a
Oh, that's
movie.
so nice.
Yeah.
I might have to try it that way from now on. If I go again. I don't know. See, like growing up, we had a lot of drive-ins around us.
Oh,
And
really?
then, yeah, like we've had, like, we still have at least, well, maybe just the one now. But there was like one in my hometown, then like three more. There, we had like four or five, like
Wow.
in just in our county alone. And then like even like, oh, in like the next county over. So like within the few count, like I don't know. There was
Was
we had a reasonably good amount of drive-in movies.
was
Then they
there
started to take them down, and now they became like
uh
cool again with COVID. But we still have the one.
maybe you should consider leaving your job and getting a small business loan and opening up a new drive-in theater. And you could
The
call it
drive-in, Bri the drive-in guy.
yeah, and you could call it the Piss Pot Midnight Drive-In. And
I could,
like you could
piss pots only.
yeah, piss
Yeah,
pots only. And like how in the middle of because it's always a double feature at drive-ins, right? So you
right.
have the little intermission. You could like do all sorts of piss pot pranks in the
That's
intermission.
right. That's right. Get all the people to come into the like the concession stand, but then while you get them in there, you pretty much run a carnival barker show on them,
Yes.
or
Yes. Yes.
or like your
Yes.
like your I don't even know. Yeah, I guess carnival barker.
Yeah.
You
You could
you
do
know
your social security game on them.
right
Step
right.
right up. Let me get your social security numbers here. Fresh buttered popcorn for a social security number.
See, like that's my favorite setting to go into full piss pot mode and do shit like that is either a flea market or like farmer's market. But flea market is number one on that list.
Yeah.
Like I love going to the flea market
Yes.
and
Yes.
setting up a booth and just being the most pure dipshit you can be and trying to get people over to you by being a carnival barker, more or less.
We kind of talked about this, I think, privately.
Yeah. Well, hey, maybe this is a good time to talk about it on air because it's the new year and all
Yes,
that,
and
right?
actually, this
It's
is a
our
good
it's our
transition.
it's our thing. What's it called for the
We're setting our intentions.
resolution?
Yes.
Oh, that too. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Really quick, Pete Dot Owens in all caps said, "No, always a triple feature. Come on, he can't see it
Triple.
unless it's movies
Oh,
3."
that's right. Well, for me, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, the exception would be if one of the two. Oh no, because then I still couldn't stay for the double feature. I
Yeah.
couldn't stay for the double feature, but if one of the movies was the completion or like part of a trilogy, I can see that.
Okay. Well, there you go. You're good.
Yeah, yeah. Because the only films I'll see is when there's movies 3.
Yes. So now that we have that out of the way, let's get into New Year's resolutions / setting intentions. Um, yeah. So as I was saying, we kind of talked about this privately, but now is a great time, as you mentioned, to bring it up in the podcast. Um, we should make this a resolution to do a flea market tour where we like try to do a live episode at a flea market and do carnival barker shit
Yes.
and maybe like I don't know, sell old wigs or something and yeah, just like kind of be piss pots at a flea market.
Yep.
multiple flea
And
markets,
multiple flea
preferably.
markets. We go on tour. We do the show there as
Yes.
part of our little Carnival Barker act. I think it would be awesome. I think it would bring people to the flea markets. We would revive the economy. We'd bring us back
Yes.
from the pandemic. We would take away the inflation because we would be, at a market where we're doing haggling. We're setting those low prices, baby. We're bringing
Yeah.
back the economy with our own freedom
Yes.
and
Yes.
our own capitalisms.
Yes.
All right.
We're we're throwing away our socialisms, and we're going to be doing big capitalisms at our flea market tour this year, and we're going to be reigniting the free market economy by haggling and hassling,
Yes.
and we are going to, like you said, bring back the economy.
And we'll also more or less do a live show in every
Mhm.
city flea market that we go to, and it's going to be, I think, pretty good, especially because we're going to just show up there. No one there is going to know who we are or what we're doing unless they listen to the show already.
Right. So, obviously, we'll be talking about it on the show.
Yeah.
And you know what? Now that I think of it, I could probably rig it up so that we could broadcast live from the flea markets.
Like video too, you mean? Or
Maybe. I know for sure audio. I think I could get video too.
Well, why wouldn't we be able to do audio?
But then-
if we just I
if we
guess internet would be the problem.
Oh, I think we could figure that out pretty easily. But I was about to say, if we have video, we're so close to being daytime television at that point.
You're right, which is what we need to become. We've had this discussion recently
Yeah.
that we think we've got what it takes to get into the daytime TV biz.
Really, I think we absolutely have what it takes. Speaking of daytime television, do you want to tell them what you told
Was
me
that what I
about?
was supposed to? Yeah, so I was watching once again as part of my study for, making sure that I feel firm in my belief that we can make it in daytime television. I was watching some, you guessed it, daytime television.
Mm-hmm.
It was the Today Show, to be exact, and they did a special little heartfelt, beautiful segment. Oh, so cute. It was the cutest, just a cutie pie segment. You know those segments that I'm talking about,
Mhm.
right? When it's just
Mhm.
like, so cute. Oh, so cute. And they introduced America's Only, and I would think if it's America's Only, probably the world's only, right?
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
America's Only, and most likely the world's only, water sommelier.
Yeah.
And this guy is dressed up in a shirt. Okay, the shirt he's wearing, I guess would maybe resemble a priest shirt, but just in the way that it buttons and the way
Right.
that the collar looks. So there's no collar, is what I'm saying. It
Mhm.
just goes around in a circle, but it has buttons going down.
Of course.
He's also wearing suspenders. He's also wearing glasses,
Mhm.
but the frames are 100% clear, completely see-through. And he's wearing very tight pants. And he's 65 years old.
And he's also got a very suspicious German accent. Like, it does not sound real. It sounds like if I was about to do a German accent. That's what it sounds
Is it
like.
really?
I
Is he
think so.
German? I didn't know he was German.
He's European of some sort. But I actually, after you told me about it, I did my own research
You did?
and I found the clip. I'm not going to play the entire thing, but I'm going to play some bits and pieces from it.
Are we going to get sued big time for this?
I don't think so. But if we do,
Yes!
that'll think of the publicity that we'll get. Al,
Dipshits get
can-
sued big time.
can you imagine if Al Roker is like dissing our podcast on the Today Show? Like that's a dream right there.
Yeah, right.
I want
That's how you know
I
you've
want
really made it,
Hoda.
baby.
Yeah, I want Hoda to be like really mad at me and say that we're like disgraceful. And
Yes.
can you imagine them talking about us too? Like this podcast is very disturbing. They talk about Austin Powers and they worship Kermit's frog and
They don't even make sense. I put on their show. All they're saying is Kermit's frog. His name's Kermit.
and they talk about Kramer all of the time. I just don't understand. They want to make movies, all of these movies with Kramer. I just don't get it. Did they not get the memo that he's a racist? That's what I want. I want.
They also do this. They do this Borat thing. They turned him into an Italian guy. And listen to this sick shit. They make it so that this poor, fragile old Italian man has tragically lost all of his children, and he has never mentally recovered.
And then
These sick.
they want this Italian Borat guy to be in a movie with Kramer. It just none of it makes sense.
Wow, I would love for someone to either write or say all that about us.
Oh, well, you know what? The Today Show may just pick it up after
Yes,
they
we're
hear
gonna get
us.
sued. We're gonna
Yes.
get the shit sued out of us. Bleep
Or-
that out, please. Today Show. I don't want to. I don't want anyone to think I'm a crude little boy.
Well, anyway, here's the clip that you were referring to, or parts of it.
Okay, this is water sommelier.
Deep in the Santa Monica Mountains, a private four-course dinner prepared by an international chef. But it's not a dry Riesling or a silky Pinot that's being paired on the tasting menu this night. It's water. That's right, regular old water. Meet Martin Riza, America's first water sommelier. And yes, that's his real job. He's out to show people that water has a taste.
This makes
and
me
he's
so
doing
mad.
it one sip at a time.
When I was like 4 or 5 years old, I realized that water has taste to me.
No
Okay,
shit.
Pause it.
No shit.
Pause it. I just need to let everyone know, because obviously we're not watching this video together, but while this is happening, they're shooting him standing there with the water, and he has like all these different kinds of just like normal ass bottled water. It's got,
Right.
like Fiji. It's just like all the like
Right.
Polish Springs, and it's just like, oh, taste this. Can you believe it?
No, I love that his first like soundbite is him saying, "I noticed when I was a little boy that different water tastes different." No fucking shit, dude.
Yeah, right. Like,
But it doesn't end there.
like tap water in different places. That's
Right,
always
and
different, pretty much.
He literally says that same thing. Listen. Maybe.
Because on vacation time with my parents, I realized that the tap water in every single city in Europe tasted differently to me.
Yup.
Yeah, I thought everyone just kind of knew that, right?
Yeah, what a fucking
this- is-
discovery.
This is supposed to be like mind blowing, though, to like the viewers of the Today Show. They're supposed to be getting blown away right now.
Yeah,
Like,
like
holy shit!
like this is supposed to
Get
be
in here, Diane. Did you hear that?
Water tastes different depending on where you're at.
Diane, do you ever drink that water stuff? You ever try that?
But it also feels like he really thinks that he's uncovered something amazing that nobody else has really picked up on. That regional water tastes different depending on the location of the water.
Mind equals Strone right now.
Yeah, the
Like,
big
my mind is blown away. It's blown away so much that it's become soup. One specific style of soup, minestrone.
of course.
Our favorite vegetable soup. Mind equals Strone right now.
So then it goes on. He kind of talks more about, how different water tastes different. And then the reporter gets in on it, and he gets to do a tasting. So that's what
Oh,
what
yes.
this next clip
I
is.
love this part. I love this part.
I think our listeners will like it
And
too.
and just to before you start it, a visual aid, they zoom in very closely on the reporter's face during this part,
Yeah.
and he's swishing, like you can see him swishing the water around in his mouth. Okay,
Much
that's
like
important
much
to note.
like you would do a glass of wine.
Right.
What happens if I need to go pee is the thing I've been thinking about the whole time.
I have to say, this is
Oh, I
the
gotta
most
go
important
pee-pee.
thing you have to know. So there are restrooms over there and there are restrooms over there.
What if
Wait,
I
that
need to go
was-
pee?
We forgot about the bathroom. We forgot about the bathroom. Right? That's how they start. Welcome to this thing. Blah blah blah. What if I have to go pee pee?
There's a bathroom
like
over there, and there's a bathroom over there.
One of the most important things you will ever have to know.
Yeah.
That's how he answers the bathroom.
Yeah, that when you are a wine sommelier, the number
Right.
one thing you need to know, it's not about how water tastes different depending on where you're going. It is where's the freaking bathroom.
Uh-huh.
So if you are thinking about becoming a wine sommelier, you better write
Water
that down.
sommelier. Water, right?
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, here we go.
So he's
He's
trying it.
swishing right now. He's swishing hard.
Ooh, there's a little more
Fiji.
of a fuller body.
Yes, I love this that you're
that
saying
right?
this.
Oh no! Oh my god!
Yeah, full-bodied
Holy
water.
Fucking shit. Oh yeah, full body, exactly. That's what this dude does. You can tell him anything. Oh, this one smells like rust and piss. Yes, it exactly does. It is what I have prepared for you, my special water.
Oh, yeah. And I think he goes on to describe the water as having an olive oil feel. Let me.
I'm always saying it's the oil of water.
It tastes thicker.
Correct.
What's creating that really full feeling?
This is what Mother Nature does. You can taste now the different soils and minerals what's been in that ground.
So
Here-
Okay, I just thought of something, and this is a serious question I have.
Okay.
First of all, are you doing a water tasting right now?
I did just do a water tasting, yes.
Okay. Can you give us some tasting notes on the water?
I can. Thin. Very thin. It was wet.
Okay.
Thin and wet.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Here was the thought that I just had.
Okay.
Are we sure that this is not actually Dr. Character Bonkers?
Oh my
Deep
god.
in a character.
It's gotta be, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Right?
that's
Like
the
this
only
can't be
answer.
just like a real ass dude hanging around.
No. This
Right?
has to be Dr. Character Bonkers. It sounds like a voice that Dr. Character Bonkers has done in the past.
Yeah. I think it's very fair to believe that it is probably just Dr. Character Bonkers, and he's broken into the mainstream. He's pulled a big time Dr. Character Bonkers prank.
Yeah. He's totally
And
taken the Main Street media, the lamestream media for a ride. They think that he's the real deal. Especially the Today Show. They've fallen head over heels for him.
Oh yeah.
And I think if we do get sued by the Today Show for playing this clip, we go on the Today Show and expose him for who he really is.
Who is he?
Dr. Character Bonkers.
That's right.
The water sommelier is actually
Listen
Dr.
here, Character Bonkers.
Wouldn't
He's just like, what?
in all honesty, how great would that be? to go
All
on the
right,
national-
Character Bonkers.
We know the true identity of the water
Yeah.
sommelier.
Yes. Just never break one time.
No.
Like, stick to that the entire time.
I would bring a briefcase on the set with me, just filled with
Yes.
bullshit papers, but like pretend like they're actual documents.
Right.
and say that I have
The
like a whole
dossier.
I have a whole dossier on how this water sommelier is actually Dr.
The,
Character Bonkers.
the sommelier dossier, of course, is what you had.
Yes. I have with me Hoda, the sommelier dossier. Will someone please whistleblow on this so that the Today Show picks it up? Because the world needs to know that the sommelier, the water sommelier, is actually Dr. Character Bonkers.
Yeah.
That's
And if we get on the Today Show, we promise you that we will demand that he's there so that we can confront him.
yes, and possibly try to do a Scooby-Doo style unmasking.
Just start like pulling on his face.
All right,
Come
Bonkers.
off!
We may get arrested. Who knows?
No way. We will be hailed as heroes. They will parade us down every main street in America. We're going to go on a national parade tour. They will
Oh, yeah.
make us stop in every single town.
It'll be like in the Civil War times when they would, like, the presidents would ride on the back of a train and people would just come out and wave.
Yeah.
Like, we'll do that. We'll be on the very back of a
Yes.
train. And it'll be a whistle stop tour, and everyone will applaud us.
I now have a new goal to have a parade in every town in America.
So yeah, let's add that to the resolution list.
Yeah. That's I don't know about this year because that would be impossible, but because there's many more towns than like we would just have to be doing constant non-stop parade.
Oh well, I mean, if
Like we can cover a few towns at a time for sure, but we can't go 24 hours straight parade. When do you sleep?
that's true, we do need time to sleep. Maybe just hit the major cities for now.
Nope, I need every town in America.
We'll figure it out. We'll make it work. And I think if more people do socialisms with us, we'd be able to live off that money. So
Right, yeah. So come join us on our Patreon, patreon.com/OMG So Random Hehe. We're doing socialisms there. Sometimes we give out stuff, right? We've given out stuff, haven't
yeah,
we?
we give
Stickers?
out stuff. Yeah. So there's a little bit left. I have one more clip to play. Let me see if I can fast forward to it. All right, here we go.
What is that flavor?
Crazy, huh?
Wait a minute. It's something delightful.
I love fishing.
What is it?
It's a lot of sodium is in this water.
Salty
So
water.
It's slightly salty.
I knew it.
salt
So it's like
water.
instead of drinking one of those flavored sparkling waters everybody's drinking these days, it almost takes the place of that.
And that's what I think is amazing, that Mother Nature already creates taste.
Mother
Well,
Nature
where else
always
is- where-
creates taste. Yeah. Dr. Character Bonkers has really gone off the deep end with this character. I mean, this is unlike anything I've ever seen.
We're taking it down.
Yeah.
We've got the sommelier dossier.
We're coming for the Today Show, just like they're gonna be coming for us. I really need someone to be the whistleblower on this because we need to get it. You know how like when Steve Bannon, like after the January
07.
6th, yeah, after the January 6th insurrection happened, and then they started investigating it, and then they played that clip from his podcast over and over about like how he was basically getting people ready to do the insurrection thing. After this comes out, this podcast,
I didn't hear this.
yeah, it was all over the news. They kept playing
Shit.
this clip over and over again about how he was like, "Get ready, because we're gonna do the insurrection." I mean, not those words exactly, but you know,
Pretty much.
yeah. But the same thing will happen for our podcast. They'll keep playing they'll keep playing the character bonkers thing over and over again.
I thought you meant we were gonna do an insurrection.
No, no. I was just drawing a parallel to this awful man's podcast.
Steve Bannon, do you know how he got rich?
How did he get rich?
Well, I'll give you a guess. Someone that we talk about very often on the show is related to it in some way.
Sir?
No.
Kramer.
Yep.
You're kidding me.
No. He owns, like, shares in Seinfeld. So he gets paid every time it's played in syndication.
Holy shit. Really?
Yeah. Steve Bannon got rich off that motherfucker Jerry Seinfeld.
Of course.
Who also ruined Christmas
Yep.
for me and millions of kids out there.
Which, by the way, how's the support group coming along?
Kermis.
Have you
No.
found anyone?
No one's reached out, so I don't know. It's still, I guess, hashtag do the work at this point.
Yeah.
So,
Wow. Well, this whole thing with the water sommelier, it's absolutely, well, bonkers, and I just can't wait to reveal his true identity on live national television.
yeah, I would like to say one thing about him though that I saw that he did. He does do some good. He's like he works to help get clean water to people, or I think is what I saw.
Well, that
Right,
is
to
good.
get drinking water to people
Yeah.
around the world. So that's great. That's a cool, very cool thing. Okay, so I do appreciate that you're doing that, but still, man, you're kind of a dork with the whole sommelier deal.
I totally agree.
Sorry, not dork in a mean way. Like, I bet you're still cool. Like, I'd like to shake your hand. I'm not gonna go further than that. I'd like to shake your hand and
Yeah.
just be nice and say hello, and that's it. No, actually, I wouldn't want to shake your hand because of the code is 19, and I'm lib cuck, and I live in fear,
Yeah.
and I do not want to touch you.
But you could do
But-
a virtual handshake, right?
Yeah, or like
Through Zoom.
sure, or even like at a distance, like 10 feet. Let's keep 10 feet away from each other.
Mhm.
We'll wave across a park. How about this? We stand at opposite ends of parking lots and we wave, and that's it.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A beautiful goodbye, which is how I want to end the show. Since this is the last episode of 2021, I thought maybe it would be appropriate for us to give some beautiful goodbyes as we close out the show. And if anyone listening has any beautiful goodbyes, now would be the time to call in 260-355-5713. Engage in beautiful goodbyes with us, or give someone a beautiful goodbye.
And I think maybe we should give a beautiful goodbye just to this year, 2021. I think we've had
Yes.
a wonderful year together on the show, all of us, doing socialisms together,
Mhm.
just coming together as a group, just having fun, laughing. It's been
Yes.
beautiful, and I just want to hold you all in my arms and carry you, like just in a nice way, right? Carrying along.
Yes. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Much like a prince would carry his fair maiden.
Yeah, but also imagine that as I'm doing it, I'm kind of like I'm like the creature from My Neighbor Totoro. You know that,
Yes,
right?
Yes. I
Okay,
do.
so that's me as I'm carrying you. That's kind of
Wow.
okay.
See, now
Right.
that thank you so much for
just
that.
beautiful and soft, right? Like,
Thank you, big man, for that
Mhm.
beautiful goodbye.
Yeah.
Truly beautiful. Yes, I have to second a lot of what you said. We have had a really good year with the show. We've done a lot of socialisms. We've done a lot of giggles and sillies on the Patreon Discord. Um, there have been a lot of things to laugh about.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a lot
Beautiful.
of like hilarious WTF moments.
Oh, beautiful. Yes.
Um, and while the world is really kind of going to shit, um, this podcast is flourishing, and we really learned to live again. We learned to love again. We learned to give and give and give the sillies to one another. It's really times like these
Mm-hmm.
when it comes down to it. And I want to wish a beautiful goodbye to
Wow.
the year 2021 for all of the silly.
That was beautiful. I think we both did pretty good with beautiful goodbyes. Here's what I think I'd like to enact a beautiful goodbye rule. If anyone commands you that the goodbye, as you're about to do it, has to be a beautiful goodbye, you have to make it that.
Yeah.
But you don't have to do every goodbye as a beautiful goodbye. Just as long as someone
Yeah.
initiates a beautiful goodbye, then you do have to do it.
I think that is a beautiful rule for a beautiful goodbye. We do have a beautiful goodbye from a listener. Pete Owens writes, "Can't call right now, but I want to say a beautiful goodbye to my sadness because this podcast always makes it go away. So excited for you to do a live show and shine my shoes and steal people's identities in 2022. The man is a professional." Okay,
That was a beautiful goodbye. That truly touched me to my core.
yeah, absolutely. I didn't cry at Spider-Man, but I feel very close to crying right now because that was such a beautiful goodbye.
Yeah, and you're an emotional guy, you said.
Yeah.
You're ready to start bawling.
Well, I
Should
get
you-
so emotional, baby. That's
You're
my
an
song.
emotional roller coaster.
I am. I'm up 1 minute and I'm down the next.
You're shrieking and screaming and crying.
My emotions are doing loop-de-loops all over the
Right.
place like a corkscrew. You don't know where it's gonna freaking go.
I would like to think of you as more of like the actual roller coaster, but you're having like a sad day.
Oh,
Like
wow.
what would a sad day for a roller coaster be like? Like you're not greasy enough?
Well, yeah.
I'm not greasy enough and it hurts, right?
It's
They need to
it's
grease me.
it's
raining.
rainy and they can't do
Yep.
their track.
Yeah, so you're just getting poured on all day. That's probably a really day for an emotional roller coaster for sure.
For sure. Constructs Nunchucks in the chat just wrote, "I'd like to give you all closure for 2021. Paul Clemente is okay and fine. ...
Wow.
He is enjoying
Is
the
this-
entire
is-
suite of General Mills products."
Oh.
Paul,
Here we go.
if you can hear us right now, please call in. We want to hear from you directly.
Yes. I don't know if you saw. Do you follow our Twitter account? If you don't, OMG So Random Hehe on there, just like we would be anywhere else.
Here we go.
Oh, this might be him.
Hello.
But he was spotted.
Hello, Dirk and Brian. This is Paul Clemente.
Hey Paul, are you okay?
I am totally okay and fine.
Where are you
both.
right now?
Thank you for asking. I'm in the gentle, warm hands of General Mills family.
So you're not with your real family?
Oh, no, I don't have a real family anymore. I only have General Mills and their entire suite of family-friendly products.
Paul, I'm really worried about you. One of my resolutions for 2022 is going to be to find you and release you from this serial prison that you're
From
in.
this mortal coil.
Oh, Dirk, I appreciate that, but Paul Clemente is completely fine and okay.
See, that's what makes me worried because you're referring to yourself in the third person and you sound like an automated phone system recording.
Oh, no, he's fine. This is the Paul Clemente you know in the 18 to 49 demographic.
Paul, my city smells like Cheerios.
Brian, you have to get me. I'm not okay.
Oh my God.
I knew it was gonna work. My city smells like Cheerios.
It really did. It snapped him out of it for a second. But then, like, the call has to be monitored, or there's someone around him or something, because that ended very abruptly.
Yeah, we need to get. Okay, I know where the General Mills factory is. It
Okay.
is in my hometown of Buffalo.
Okay.
I saw him when if you like I was mentioning before he called, if you saw on our Twitter account, he sent us a tweet and there's a photo of him at the General Mills factory outside of it.
Yeah.
So we know where he is. We need to maybe like you were saying, we need to do our own insurrection.
Maybe we do an insurrection, but I think we disguise it.
At General Mills.
No,
yeah.
we disguise it as a flea market outside the gates of General Mills.
The flea market insurrection. Wow.
Yes, and then think about it. You can do your carnival barker
Yes.
act, and you can bedazzle and bamboozle the guards into letting us in because you do your carnival barker thing, and they fall for it. You say, "Step right up and let me walk through these gates. Come on, gents," and then they just will let us pass.
That's the good thing about just going into carnival barker mode is people pretty much do exactly whatever you tell them to do at all times.
Yeah, because you're speaking with such authority and so
Right.
loudly.
Right. And just like that majestic accent. It's like hypnotizing. It's like, yes, I must do as the carnival barker says.
Well, and not only that, but the outfit that you're wearing. I mean, the
Right.
flat-topped straw
Right.
hat, the bamboo cane, the striped vest, the white pants.
Right.
I mean, it just screams, you will respect my authority.
Right. Exactly.
You simply must respect my authority as a carnival barker.
And, you know, I do appreciate that I've been blessed with that gift to be able to get people to do whatever I say, you know, give me their social security numbers,
Mm-hmm.
anything like that. It's mwah. It's a chef's kiss. It's a Barati chef's kiss.
It's true. It is a chef's kiss. And sadly, we are reaching the end of the episode. I mean, this is it. It's almost like,
Michael Jackson, this is it.
yeah, it's like,
Michael Jackson, this is it.
yes, it's the last concert series before he died that never actually got to happen. I do, on a kind of serious note, I am going to do a legit beautiful goodbye for this episode. Thank you so much. I love doing this podcast so much. Thank you for listening. Thank you to our beautiful sweeties who are so funny and love the show like we do. It's great. It makes it all worthwhile.
Yeah, literally samesies.
Get ready. This is the jazzy part of the MIDI. I listened to this earlier today.
Yeah, do. Should I do a beautiful goodbye? Yeah, pretty much everything that Dirk said this year's been, even though everybody said that it's bad, maybe it hasn't been. You ever
Not
think of
all
it that
bad.
way? Yeah, you ever think of it that way? Maybe it's been the best.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The
Marty
worst can
Castrone,
always
huh?
be the best, yeah.
The worst can always be the best. It's a new Bruce Springsteen song, and it's coming to your house soon.
Yes.
I don't know what I'm saying. I'm sorry. I don't know what that means. But yeah, like I said, it's been a beautiful year. Thank you all for the beauty and whoa, I got choked up actually. Like you said before you got choked
Yeah.
up, huh?
Yeah.
Oh
It's
my
so
God.
emotional. Emotional roller coaster.
Happy New Year and thank you, Big Man, for being such a wonderful listener. It's times like these you learn to live again and love again, and we love you with all our hearts. This is our beautiful goodbye for 2021.
Bye. Happy New Year. See you next
Bye.
year.
You're my New Year's kiss. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Mwah, 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 mwah. I meant all the listeners. Mwah, I'm kissing you. Mwah, mwah.